and welcome to the Kilobits. My name is Francesca, and I'm here with Dan Pearce, who is the one-man band, I assume, behind 10 Second Ninja.
Sort of. We have a sound designer, but yeah.
But they don't count, really. So, how have you found it developing games as part of such a small team?
Good and bad. It's good when you're like iterating and you're trying to get the gameplay down because you're doing the art, you're doing the code, you're doing the design, so it can all knot together really, really easily without you having to get loads of reference material or anything. You can just, as long as you know what you want, then you're good to go. It's bad when you're launching because you're trying to fix bugs and also promote and also do those other things. So it's a mixed bag, but I do enjoy it.
Okay, and 10 Second Ninja, it's kind of like a mini game where you have 10 seconds to kill a whole bunch of bad guys, one of whom looks a little bit like a World War II evil dictator. Have you had repercussions on basing one of your characters, basically making one of your characters Hitler?
Yeah, not really. We had one forum thread which Valve ended up closing because people were trying to bait out conflict, but yeah, people don't really seem to mind that much. People are a little bit hesitant, I think, but no one's been outright offended. People seem to be more offended by the fact that we had to censor the German version. Which is fine, I get that.
So kind of going the way of South Park, how they had to censor some of their stuff for Europe, you're censoring for specifically Germany, which is kind of funny if you think about it. Your game features a star system where the faster you do a level, the more stars you get, kind of similar to stuff like Angry Birds. Do you think this is an incentive to get replayability out of your game?
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully by the time the players finish the game the first time, they will have got into the loop of not just trying to finish levels, but trying to perfect levels, trying to get 3 stars, trying to do really, really good. So yeah, I think stars should hopefully incentivize that, because I think the game's at its best, not when you're sort of just trying to finish levels, but when you're really trying to get your time way, way down. And that's where the game really shines. So hopefully people get that.
And what are your plans kind of post 10 Second Ninja? Do you want to stick with the kind of smaller, almost like mini-game type levels where you're just trying to kill some baddies and move on to the next one? Do you want to take your game development in a completely different direction? Like, where do you want to see yourself in, say, 5 years or so?
5 years, I have no idea, because I mean the industry's going to be different in a year. Right now I'm just touring around with some stuff. I'm also a developer at the Tall Trees who did Castles in the Sky. So right now I'm focusing on that, just trying to focus on our next project, see where that's going. But I'd definitely like to do another 10 Second Ninja style game. What sort of form that would take, I don't really know, but yeah, it's definitely it's a fun game to design.
Okay, and in the whole pirates versus ninjas debate, which side do you stand on and why?
Ninjas, because ninjas, obviously. What? I don't understand why this is even a debate. Pirates are like, okay, they're alright, they have ships, good, like, cool. Ninjas, you don't even know they're there. That's just so cool. Yeah.
That's fair enough. And based on all the other kind of ninja games out there, I'm not sure there's not like millions, but like which is your favorite non-10 Second Ninja game?
I don't know. I quite like Ninja Gaiden. I get on quite well with that. But I don't really play that many Ninja games, actually, weirdly.
Just play your own Ninja game and kind of show it off.
Yeah.
And how have you found working with a publisher? Because some developers choose to go it alone. What do you think there's benefits to having, for example, is it Mastertronic help you guys out at, say, events like this and in other kind of press-related stuff and what have you?
Right, so I think for a lot of people, especially indies, like getting a publisher is kind of a new thing. But I think in a year's time you're going to see a lot more indie publishers popping up. I think you're going to need them because the bar for being a successful indie developer is still quite high. I mean, it was about a couple of years ago, it was very low. Anyone could make a game. If it was pretty good, then you could probably profit off it. You can't do that now. I mean, if you look at the stands at Rezzed, like Towerfall has a stand, like Cloudbolt has a stand. There are tons and tons of games which have money behind them, serious money and serious advertising, and we haven't really had that before. So I think publishers are more important if you're starting out now. I think if you want to get on Steam, you want to get on like some major platforms, even more important. I think they're like Mastertronic were amazing when we were finishing this game because I didn't have enough time to handle all the promotion. So they just covered that, and that was really, really good. So I think I've really enjoyed working with them. I would recommend more indies maybe look into getting a publisher.
Okay, and just to wrap up, do you have plans to expand 10 Second Ninja in the future? Maybe more levels, more ninja, I was going to say ninja Hitlers, more mecha Hitlers. Like, do you have plans to take the game further, or do you want to just kind of have it as a finished product and kind of leave it at that and move on to new things?
At least for now, I need to take a break away from it just because it's I did just finish it, and finishing it was very, very difficult. But I don't know, like, it's still quite up in the air right now. Maybe, maybe not. I haven't really decided yet.
That's awesome. So I have been Francesca from the Kilobits, and this has been a game developer interview with Dan Pearce. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe to the channel. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/the Kilobits, and on Twitter @the Kilobits. And Dan, where can people pick up your game?
Steam, or go to 10secondninja.com. There's a bunch of links there. So yeah.
Awesome. Thanks very much.